Hello children, welcome back to your class 2 English. So we are studying the summer sheet book class 2 English and we are in lesson 1. We have done 2 parts of it earlier and this is the 3rd part. So if you have missed the first 2 section, watch the first 2 sessions also and then go ahead with your lessons. And if you don't want to miss any of your lesson, subscribe and watch and all your lessons regularly. Okay, right, let's get into the lesson. Come on. Well, remember what we learned in the last class? We studied about a little boy called Mano, and Mano was much confused. He didn't know whether he was big or small. He was big to sleep in the cradle. He was small to make dosa. Right? He didn't know for what he is big and what he is small, but then you do know whether you're big or small, and you're a perfect child for mom and daddy to love you, right? Okay, but you're big to identify the big things and to identify the small things. So you are going to tell me what is big and what is small in this picture, okay? Come on. What is this? This is a fish. And what is this? Another fish, okay? This is a fish. That is another fish. Big fish and small fish. This is a big fish and that is a small fish. Okay. And what are these? These are bears. These are bears. And this is a big bear and this is a small bear. This is a big bear and this is a small bear. And then we have 2 elephants here. Can you see elephants? And this is a big elephant and that is a small elephant. This is a big elephant. That is a small elephant. What is this? This is a kennel, okay? There are 2 kennels here. Kennels is the place where we keep the dogs, okay? If we have a dog and we don't want to keep them inside the house, we keep them in the kennel, okay? The kennels are outside, right? So this is a kennel for a big dog and this is a kennel for a small dog. And here we have 2 little birds and you love these birds, don't you? Ducks, okay? There are 2 ducks here. And what is this? This is a big duck and that is a small duck. This is a big duck and that is a small duck. And there are fruits here, right? Apples. What is this? This is a big apple and this is a small apple. And here we have the picture of a sun, a big sun and a small sun, right? Now you are big to identify what is big and what is small, right? Come on, we're going to have more exercise on big and small. So you learned to say big and small. You know what is big and you know what is small, right? And now you're going to learn another word, bigger, smaller. We're going to learn bigger and smaller, right? Okay, big, small you studied and now you're going to learn bigger and smaller, right? Here in this picture, there are 2 balls. There are 2 balls. Which is bigger? This is bigger. This ball is bigger than this ball. This colorful ball is bigger than this yellow ball. Can you say? This colorful ball is bigger than the yellow ball. Here we have 2 bottles, right? Okay. Which is smaller? This is a small bottle. This is a bigger bottle. This is smaller. This is bigger. This is smaller. This is bigger. And we have moon, pictures of moon. So this one on your left is your big moon and this is the small moon. So we say this is bigger or this is smaller. Okay. So here we have apple. The red apple is big and the green apple is small. So they're asking you which is smaller, which is smaller. Remember the words we studied. Bigger, smaller. Here the question is which is smaller. So this is the smaller one. The green apple is the smaller one. And we have 2 cycles here. You all have cycles at home, right? You play with it in the evenings, right? So there's a cycle here, one big cycle and a small cycle. They're asking you which is bigger, which one would be bigger, right? So this is the bigger and this one is small. So this is the bigger cycle, this is the smaller cycle. And there are 2 lamps here. Which is the bigger? The tall one. This is the bigger one and this is the smaller one. Very good children. Now you have identified big, bigger and you know to ask questions. What is this? And then you know to answer also. This is. So you must question what is this? What is this? This is a ball. Which one is bigger? This is bigger. What is this? This is a red apple. What is this? This is a green apple. Which is smaller? The green apple is smaller. Okay? And the next word that you're going to learn is tall, taller, short, shorter, right? So you learn big, bigger, small, smaller. Now we're going to learn tall, taller. Okay, what do you mean tall? Can you see this? This is a very tall building and this is another tall building, but this building is taller than this building. This is taller than this building. So these are two tall buildings and this is a taller than this. Okay, so you're going to learn tall, short, big, small, bigger, smaller. Now we're going to learn tall, short, taller and shorter. Okay, now here what is this? This is a flag post. This is a flag post. Okay, so which is the shortest one? Which is shorter? This is shorter. This is taller. This is the taller one. Okay, this is the tall one. This is the short one. Okay, which is taller here? Giraffe is tall and the hippo is short. So giraffe is tall and the hippo is short. Okay, which is taller? The giraffe is taller. Here there are two trees. This is a tall tree. This is another tree. But which is shorter? This is shorter. And there's a bottle and a jar. And which is shorter? This fat jar is shorter. This fat jar is shorter. Which is taller? The candle. This big candle. This is tall and this is small. This is tall and this is small. Okay, so we have studied big, small, tall, short, right? Come on, now you're going to tell me which is tall and short. Okay, this, what is this? This is called a ladder. This is called a ladder. What do we do with this? We climb. When you want to go to a high place, we climb this, right? So this is called a ladder. Okay, so this is a tall ladder. This is a short ladder. This is a tall ladder and this is a short ladder. And here we have rockets. Okay, here we have a rocket. This is a very tall one and this is a short one. This one is a short one. This one is a tall one. And here we have big robo and a small robo. This is a big robo, tall robo and a short robo. This is a tall robo and this is a short robo. So which is shorter? This is shorter. And ice cream, layers of ice cream here, right? This is a tall ice cream and this is a short ice cream. Which is taller? This is taller. Okay, and you have a rake. This is what you clean the garden with, rake. Okay, this is a tall one. This is a short one. Which is shorter? This is the short one, right? So you have learned tall, short, big, small, and next we're going to learn about thick and thin. Thick and thin. Okay, so this is thick, fat brush. This is thin brush. Okay, this is thick. This is thin. Which is thicker? This is thicker. This is thinner. This is thicker. This is thinner. Okay, so you're going to learn thick, thin, thicker, thinner, big, bigger, small, smaller, tall, taller, short, shorter, and now thick, thicker, thinner, and thin. Okay, right. There's a fat nail here, a thick nail here, and a thin nail here. This is a thick nail here, and this is a thin nail here. And this is a thin pencil, and this is a thick pencil. This is a thin pencil, this is a thick pencil. We have a fat, thick snake, and we have a thin snake here. Okay, so you have learned thick and thin. Right, now try to identify what is thick and thin in this. Now I'm going to ask you to identify. There are two discs here. Okay, which one is thicker? So the right one or the left one? Right. So this one is thicker. And there are two bones here. Which one is thicker? This is thicker. And there are two candles. Which one is thicker? This is thicker. This is thinner. And there are two carrots here. This is a thick carrot. This is a thin carrot. So this is thicker than this. This is thinner than this. This is thicker than this. This is thinner than this. Okay, right? So you have learned thick, thin, thinner, thicker. Okay, Right. A cat is short, the giraffe is tall. A cat is short, the giraffe is tall. A mouse is short, the elephant is tall. The mouse is short, the elephant is tall. The baby is short, mom and dad are tall. The baby is short, mom and dad are tall. Come on, now let's sing the big and the small, okay? Big, big, big and small, small, small. A cat is small, a hippo is big. A cat is small, a hippo is big. A mouse is small, the lion is big. The mouse is small, the lion is big. The baby is small, mom and dad are tall. The baby is small, mom and dad are tall. But that's not all. You are going to grow tall. That was fun listening to the songs, right? And now it is time for us to write. You've been doing some activity, you had fun listening to the music, you had fun jumping around, now it's time to write. So take your notebook, and these exercises you will find at the end of your book. So if you have your book, you will see these exercises in the book. So you take a pencil and start tracing this. B, G, G, big, B, E, ig, big. T, A, L, tall. T, A, L, tall. T and H together makes the sound th. Thick. Thick. Okay. So big, tall, thick. And here we have small, short, and thin. Okay. Learn the spellings of these words and try to pronounce correctly. And take a 4-line notebook and write it neatly another time, and you practice it, right? And then one more thing you're going to do today is you're going to take a notebook and do this. You're going to draw a big star and a small star. You're going to draw a tall tree and a short tree. You're going to draw a thick key and a thin key. I have shown you the pictures here, right? So you're going to draw it here, and then you're going to show it to your teacher. You're going to send the picture to your teacher, right? So we have learned big, small, thick, thin, tall, short, bigger, smaller, thicker, thinner, taller, shorter. We will meet in the next class, children.